Phyllis at number 73. Tim with some motorcycle racing experience, but not much more before he made it on the track for the first time ever last year. Rusty Olson in the 16th car. His first racing experiences last year. Young driver from Eureka. Tim Standifer did a fair amount of racing on the dirt out here, but did not always find a lot of success. But of course, he is the defending champion in this division. Running that Ford Torino last year, going with the beautiful T-Bird for 1989. His car will take by. Tim McEwen on the flag stand says, one more time around, we'll put it loose. Our assistant flagman Mike Peoples watches him into turn 1 and 2. See those guys just trying to warm up the tires a little bit. Kind of a cool evening, and the warmer you get the tires, the better they stick. 2 by 2 down the back straightaway. We'll look for a start this time around. Usually right about now, they start to get on it, trying to come out through the door. There's the green. And Graham into turn 1 takes that inside starting position, makes it work. Olson very quickly picks up second place. Phyllis third. And Standifer says, I'm just going to watch a few minutes here, see how things work out. 4 laps of racing. Back to the line. Graham in the fourth car. Graham running that 1979 Pontiac Ventura. The Buck Miller car. Olson in the Camaro trying to move up on Graham. Can't quite find the line. Gets right on the bumper. Looks on the outside. We're into the start of lap number 3. 2 down and 2 to go. Standifer working on Tim Phyllis. Isn't really charging on him just yet. Looks on the outside. No move just yet. Graham gets a little tight up the 3 and 4. And now Olson looks on the outside line. It's not easy to make a pass, especially in those turns, unless you can outbrake the guy in front of you. Tim Phyllis says, I'll try the inside on Olson. Starts to nudge down on that quarter panel. Graham leads it back in line. Here's the right flag. One more time around. Phyllis is trying to take second place away from the 16 car of Olson. They are just door to door down the back straightaway. Phyllis with the advantage on the inside. Standifer has no way of getting around those 2 cars. Back to the line. Second flag. Graham, Phyllis, Olson, and Standifer. Eric Graham. Eric picking up main event win, or maybe 2 of them last year. And he also gets a nice, along with the trophy, he gets a nice t-shirt. Middleton into turn 1. Okay, they go ahead and give them the green, and then they're going to slow them down again. The best way to handle these cars is to give them the green light for the start, but then give them the restart, because people tend to wind them up and let them go. This time they look a little better out of turn 4. Trophy dash, there's the green, good start. And the Middleton brothers are taking it into turn 1. Bill on the outside, Ray on the inside. Very quickly, Doug Pulver says, I want to get out in front. Middleton takes him right up to the wall. Pulver backs off and says, I don't want to scrape some of that beautiful yellow paint off this car just yet. We'll try it into turn 3 and 4. Pulver on the outside in the oval. And Bill Middleton in the 29 car, staying right with him. Pulver with a lot more driving experience, and he's going to have to work for this one as he goes to the outside, picks up the lead in lap number 2. And a battle shaping up now for third place with Dean on the outside. Ray Middleton, Randy Dean very quickly picks up second place. Looks like we may have a problem on the 29 car. As Bill Middleton just sounds like, well, the motor's still running, but it's not doing too well. And these guys into lap number 3. And they will see the white flag as they come around. One more time around. Right now, Pulver easily has this one in hand unless something breaks along the way. Randy Dean in second place. And the 52 car, Bill Middleton, running third. And Pulver on his way once again. He had fast times. He's making a clean sweep of this one. Sweeps it out of turn 4, down to the line. And Doug Pulver in the 87 car. Randy Dean, car number 3. And rookie driver Bill Middleton, or Ray Middleton, in the 52 car. And Doug also picking up T-shirt from First Racing Tires of Wendell, Oregon. Wendell, Idaho, I guess that is. Wendell, Idaho, supplying tires for this division. And Ken Bowman also out there taking some photographs, along with our regular track photographer. Disqualifier, Olson on the outside, then Sheehy and Walker, 4 fastest cars. Look out, Neal backs off, Sheehy runs into him. And I think we're going to see the yellow come on, and it does. Curious situation. O'Neal decided to go ahead and back off. And we will see a restart here, and on the flag stand, I think he's going to have a little shake with the flag. Somebody out here. And let's see who he's going to do that. I think he was not too happy with the way that O'Neal was handling his car, because Bill completely backed off on the throttle as everybody else was getting ready to go racing. So let's see if we get lined up this time around. Once again, cars in their original starting positions. Olson on the outside. They look a little bit better this time. On the gas. There's the green. And Olson very quickly takes that outside starting spot. O'Neal got a little sloppy down the front straightaway. Managed to hang on. Sheehy very quickly trying to get the inside line as Walker moves up on him. Go back to racing. Olson will lead lap number 1. And the battle's shaping up for second place now, as those cars all bumper to bumper. You see the cars occasionally will throw some sparks in turn 1 and 2. That's the chassis actually bottoming out. Boy, there's some sparks shaking on the inside of O'Neal. And O'Neal is not giving him wide enough room for Pontiac to slip by. Walker says he can just wait and see the wind shake out. Go. 4-lap trophy dash. Sheehy dropping back as Walker picks up third. Sheehy in trouble, slowing way down. He may have a problem. And on a turn 4, checkered flag. Randy Olson, Bill O'Neal, Tim Walker, and limping back to the line, Dennis Sheehy. That car still under power, but some concern about Sheehy in the fourth. Finishing second 2 weeks ago in our main event, second in points, of course. Remember, points awarded only in the main events. And also doing well last year, finishing second in points for the 1988 season, winning, I think he won about the first 4 main events in a row in 1988. The dirt prior to tonight, car number 70 is Bob Wallace. Looks like a late model Camaro, car number 70. 71 car. Mark Murray in the Trans Am, car number 47, our winner 2 weeks ago. Mike Cortopassi in the 74 Chevelle. Rest of the field, the 29 car, Lonnie Tucker.
I just talked to her.
Making call that car an Olay, Oldsmobile body, Chevrolet chassis. And the 28 car in the Camaro, Tim McCracken, 10 laps of racing, and also car number 1 just making it on the track. That's Steve Henderson driving the 1 car tonight. Steve Henderson in the 1 car. Out of turn 4, there's the green. And to turn number 1, Bob Wallace in that 70 car says, let's do some racing out here. Bob very quickly finding his line around this Red Acres Raceway. Cortopassi moving up. McCracken in the 28 car, who you would think would be about the quickest car out there. Very quickly trying to get on the inside. Shuffling their way into turn 1. Cortopassi picks up the lead here at lap number 2. 10-lap heat race. Wallace falling back quickly as Tucker takes over third place. And Mark Murray trying the outside line on John Andrews. Cortopassi with McCracken right on his number. Jim McCracken goes on the outside in that beautiful black Camaro. Cortopassi in the steel body Chevelle says, hey, I'm going to try and stay out here. You know, it's kind of fun to be in that winner's circle. And Mark Murray now moving up on the outside of Wallace for fourth place. Cortopassi leads him back to the line. In the lap number 4, 10-lap heat race. McCracken just sneaking up on that right rear quarter panel of Cortopassi's car. Can't quite seem to get around and tries to outbrake him here at turn number 3, trying to get the edge on. with that main event. Portapassi won the race here. And look out. McCracken almost getting in a sandwich there as Henderson in the one car exited the track. Portapassi is going to keep that line as much as he can. And this does get to be a contact sport. And now Tucker has taken over second place, but McCracken is on the outside. And once again, Portapassi just lets that Chevelle slide out there to let him know that he's going to keep his racing line. Now McCracken on the inside of Tucker. Very much a three-car race. And the lot number 7, Murray in the 71 car. The Trans Am's got a long ways to go to catch up with the pack. And now Tucker says he's going to make a try on Portapassi. Ronnie Tucker in car number 29, the Olay. Those cars go to the bumper, back to the line. Always a real dogfight. A lot of contact racing. Tucker gets a little sloppy into turn number 1, but he's on. And now McCracken says it's time to make the move. Outbraking Tucker, but McCracken gets sideways and loses ground. And we see the white flag for one more time around. And Tucker will try to make a move. On the inside, McCracken trying a last lap move, and that is no good. Out of turn 4. Checkered flag. And Tim McCracken. Murray will pick up 4th. Bob Wallace in the 70 car will pick up 5th. And John Andrews in 23 finishing out the field. After he won that surprise-ending main event 2 weeks ago, he said it really took a while for it to sink in. You know, later on he was thinking, wait a minute, did I really win that main event? People kept saying, yeah, you did, Mike. You won it. Sure, fair and square. And our trophy presenter, Bobby Swanson, out there for the honors. And I'm guessing that this is the entire family out there to get in the picture. Got the youngsters out there, too. Yep, good car number 41. Running pretty much a stock 77 Chevelle body. When I say stock, it's had the fender wells modified and so forth. Car number 4 is Eric Graham, the 16 car. Rusty Olson, car number 73, Tim Phillips, and our fast qualifier. Once again, inverted starts. Fast cars in the back of the pack. The T-Bird, car number 55, new track record holder, breaking his own track record, Tim Standifer. And out of turn 4, we'll look for the green. There's the green. Into turn 1, these cars very evenly matched, running side by side. Shuri gets the nod, though, in the 11 car. And Graham stays right with him, picking up second place. Tim Phillips very quickly getting around Richard Butler. And they start to shake down a little bit. Graham tries the outside of Shuri. Also Standifer and that beautiful T-Bird moving up alongside Butler. Butler losing ground quickly here to some of the faster qualifiers. And now Graham and Shuri. This looks a lot like the main event here. Those two guys went at it for that final lap. And both those cars slid out of control in turn 4. 10-lap heat race, lap number 3 underway. And the top 4 cars evenly matched. Now Graham going on the inside. Not quite enough racing room there. Drivers like to try and up the inside line. Now Graham's got some room. Let's see how they handle it. Eric Graham from Driverville. Shuri from Lolita, the Fortuna area. And Graham picks up the lead here in lap number 4. And Tim Phillips tries to slide by on the inside of Shuri. Look at those guys. Really banging up that right front fender, and Glenn Shuri looks like he may be okay. He also involved as those cars just got tangled up. Performance just makes the car look a little ugly, that's all. And we're going to check with our officials for the lineup. I think we should be just about correct here. We'll see how they go. And there's the green. Starts to stretch out that lead as we are in lap number 5, almost halfway there. We'll be starting lap number 6, and passing the halfway point as Graham crosses the start-finish line. Jim Phillips, despite that damage on the right front of the car, seems to be handling pretty well. And Standifer in the 55 car is staying right there as the 16 car Rusty Olson trying to get a line on the 41 car. And trouble for Tim Standifer. The Gremlins fighting the T-Bird, slowing down in turn 1 and 2. And Standifer out of competition in this one. As the leader comes back to the line, the battle now for third place. As Rusty Olson slides high and nudges Butler into the infield. Now on the inside of Fury. Butler getting back underway. Then plowing up to the infield. Here's the leaders, Graham and Phillips. And let's see how our flagman handles this, giving the warning on the Olson car. Indication to the driver that he needs to pay a little bit more attention to the cars around him. Here's your leader, Graham. White flag is out for Graham, Phillips, and Olson. Butler trying to stay away from being put a lap down to Graham in the 4 car. Lead car is Graham on the final lap. Checkered flag will come out this time around. And out of turn 4. From Bonneville, Eric Graham, Tim Phillips, Rusty Olson, and Fury. And Graham in the 4 car. And Eric also gets one of those nice little toys from Discovery Toys. Want to thank Bonnie Walker and Ken Renford. Bullet, the 5 car. This is the silver BB. You can see that it's painted up like the Coors Bullet. They didn't put Coors on the car just in case Gary doesn't do too well here tonight. The 87 car, of course, Doug Pulver in the Opel Manta. And Tim McEwen says one more time around and let's get set to turn loose.
Yeah, but I got it.
Inverted start. Pulver would like to make another clean sweep here tonight. He hasn't lost a race yet. Think about that. Doug Pulver has won every race event that he's run at Redwood Acres Raceway. Interesting claim, huh, as we get into the second night of racing here. And out of turn 3 and 4, we'll look for the green flag this time around. And there's the green. Kind of a slow start. And once again, Ray Middleton in the 52 car jumps out in front of Ditto. Randy Dean quickly on the inside. They make some contact. Dean sliding by on the inside. He's ready to play race cars. And Murray Armstrong says, I want to go race. Look at that, 3 abreast down the back straightaway. And the 29 car, Bill Middleton, trying to slide in there. These guys going out. Armstrong goes way wide, hangs on. And Dean already has a little crinkle in that right front fender as he tries to chase down the 52 car, Ray Middleton. And Doug Pulver says, I think I'll wait until these guys get sorted out before I try to make my move. He's trying to squeeze by on the inside of the 8 car, Murray Armstrong. And they get set almost go 3 abreast here in the lap number 3. And these cars may not go as fast or make as much noise as the big guys, but they definitely get some competition going. And Gary Standifer is still kind of fighting a motor problem, it sounds like, in that 5 car, dropping back in the field. And the rookie driver, we don't know too much about his racing experience. In the 52 car, Ray Middleton trying to stretch out that lead over Randy Dean. Bill Middleton in the other Ford Pinto, the 3rd place car out there. And just now, Doug Pulver says, now's the time to start making my move. And he pulls into 3rd place. Randy Dean says, gee, I wish I had a little bit more horsepower. He's trying to catch up with that car of Middleton now as Middleton starts to lap the field, gets around Gary Standifer. And Dean and Pulver go on the inside and outside. Boy, Pulver almost scraped off some of that yellow paint as he's trying to challenge Randy Dean now. Pulver with a faster qualifying time. You'd think he'd have a faster car. Now he takes that outside line. Maybe he figures he'll just take it easier. Right up against the wall. You see the shadow of that car just right on that white paint. Lap number 6. Over now into second place. Definitely the man to beat out here. Fast time. Most racing experience of anybody out here, as far as we know, even though it's been almost all on road courses. And Pulver on the inside of the 52 car picks up the lead here in lap number 7. And Doug Pulver once again on the victory trail as Ray Middleton in the 52 car hangs on for second place. Randy Dean back in third. And what we'd really like to see is a day which may not be too far away when we get about, maybe 15 or 20 of these guys on the racetrack. Then we'd see some real interesting maneuvers. Into lap number 9 underway. One more time around for most of the cars, although Gary Standifer has been lapped by, I believe, the entire field. And a leader, Doug Pulver, into 3 and 4. He will show the white flag in one more time around. Doug Pulver. Ray Middleton smokes the tires out of turn 4. Look out. Bill Middleton in the 29 car taps the wall down there, but looks like he's okay. These guys just pushing the cars to the limit. And Pulver should be almost able to turn the motor off and coast to victory as he comes out of turn 4. Checkered flag, Doug Pulver. Could be a race for second place as Bill Middleton hangs on. Nice work. I should say Ray Middleton hangs on for second place. And Randy Dean third. The 8 car, Maury Armstrong, hangs on for 4th place. The car, Doug Pulver. And Doug out for the photograph. Doug also gets one of those little whirly toys here. Maybe he and his dad Harry can toss that back and forth down in Rio Del tomorrow. Hey Doug, one of these days you're not going to win a race. I hope you're not too disappointed. I mean, it can't last forever, you know. We will. A little bit earlier, the 17 car Randy Olson in the REO construction car. And of course our fast qualifier in the Rick Harper chassis, car number 48, famous Racing Blue, number 48 from Ferndale, Jim Walker. Inverted start, fast cars in the back of the pack. Good start. The 25 car said, showing that hand out the window saying, we'd like to have one more lap here. Bob Martin should lead them around. And let's see if they get sorted out this time around. I think there may be a question as to where they should be. Well, okay, they look all right this time. Markin and Marcelli side by side. Row number 1. Now it's turn 4. We're going to go green. And very quickly, Marcelli in the 25 car out in front. Down the back straightaway, Hanson in the 71 car handling real well as Olson tries to make a move on the inside. Wally Martin Jr. goes high in turn number 4. And Bob Martin and the 11 car, Bill O'Neill touching as they came by the front straightaway. Now Olson once again trying to dive on the inside of Hanson. These cars very evenly matched. Top 5 cars running nose to tail. Now Hanson on the inside. His second year in stock cars. Very quickly goes to the front. Marcelli may have a problem. He's dropping back. And now Olson on the outside of Hanson. These guys really going at it. Then last this race. And all of a sudden you see Sheehy and Walker very close together. Walker and Sheehy may have made some contact. Hanson trying to hold that inside line. And the John Reed prepared for the field car. Number 5, and Randy Olson, very fast in qualifying, out-qualifying the 71 car of Hanson, but Hanson keeping that car on the inside of the track. That's the place to be when you got that. And now Dennis Sheehy trying to take first place away from Wally Martin Jr. Wally hangs on in car number 25. Look at the problem on the back straightaway as Sheehy and Wally Martin Jr. comes back. Back underway. Wally in the 24 car. Looks like a serious problems on these cars. Yellow comes out on lap number 7. And Jehe looks okay as he motors around. We'll take a look at Wally's car. Nope, doesn't look like there's any big problems there. Those guys just kind of touching the fenders as they got out of turn 2 on the back straightaway. Looks like there may have been a warning flag out there on somebody. Possibly on the 4 car. Remember, these guys do race back to the yellow for position. Here at Redwood Raceway, they do race back to the yellow. So the driver sees the yellow light come on, and for instance, he's on the back straightaway. You continue racing for positions back to the line. So keep that in mind for scoring purposes. We will be coming around for the start of lap number 7. 6 down, 4 to go, and very quickly Robbie Hansen trying to keep those faster cars behind him. Olsen gives him a little nudge. And now O'Neill in the 11 car takes the high side on Marcelli, trying to get 4th place. Jehe. And Olsen in the 17 car trying to get the inside line. Now Walker's challenging Olsen, top 3 cars. Very close together. Watch them closely in 3 and 4. Around, start of lap 3. And we will see the white flag one more time around as we come down the back straightaway. Rob Hansen won 1 heat race last year. That was it. He would very much like to move this car. There it is. Rob Hansen, Randy Olsen, Jim Walker, O'Neill in the 11th car, and then Marcelli in 25. If Olsen has anything left, this is where he will try to use it. Time is running out. Nice work by the young driver of the 71 car. In only his 2nd year of racing on the asphalt, he did some fun there. 2nd win ever at Redwood Raceway. Robbie Hansen. If memory serves me right, his one other time in victory circle was, I believe, and the pace car comes around here, and he will exit probably this time around, and we'll get set to go. Interesting how this fog has come down here tonight. Earlier today, at least around the Eureka area, there was enough precipitation or moisture, mist, if you will, in the air that could have caused a problem if that had continued tonight. Of course, these cars running just completely slick racing tires. There's no tread on these tires per se, so if we did have even a light mist or rain out here, we'd have to slow down and wait for that to stop before we can get back to full speed. Lights are out. We could see a green this time around. Tim McEwen looks them over. Mark Murray, Mike Portapassi, front row, looking good out of turn 4. There's the green. Turn 1, look at that scramble. You can see a little contact here and there. Portapassi takes his Chevelle right to the line, holding that outside line with Tucker on the inside. Mark Murray leads him around. Butler on the inside of Graham. These cars, as always, very and once again, running 2 by 2 down the back straightaway. Long ways to go, 30 laps of racing. Tim Phillips now getting on the inside of Richard Butler. And the 1 car, Steve Henderson, may have a problem. And the 1 car, Steve Henderson, moving very slowly down the front straightaway. Cars starting to sort themselves out. Portapassi puts it right up against the wall and loses a lot of ground. Mark Murray leads him around. Lonnie Tucker in second. Glenn Shurry trying to hold down his lead. And that front bunch of cars is just going at it as Tucker in the old yellow flag comes out. Here on lap number 5, everybody's spinning around. Initially, the problem started with Graham being involved on the back straightaway, and then we had a couple more cars getting out of shape in 3 and 4. Stanford. And let's see how they, I'm guessing that Mike Cortopassi may have a problem. Look at that left rear tire is all the way gone. He's going to get the fix-it flag, I imagine. He probably knows it. You can see that car does not look right, and the left rear is all completely off that Pontiac Ventura. And Cortopassi all out of action at the moment. Tucker will be your leader, and Tim Phillips in the 73 car. Second, then Shuri. Standifer in the 55 car. We may show the indication for one more time around. Yep, there it is. One more time around. It will go green. Take a real close look at the front right front fender of Tim Phillips' car. You see he's got some racers tape on there to help with the body. If it's on a race car, it's racers tape. If it's not, it's duct tape. You know, it's semantics, really. In 3 and 4, they'll start to get on the gas right about now. Tucker's the leader out of turn 4. They look good so far. There's the green. Tim Phillips very quickly tries that outside line, but Tucker hangs on, gets a little sloppy. Phillips goes to the inside. And Glenn Shuri follows him through. For the moment, Tim Standifer is going to settle for good place. Look out, Bob Wallace sliding around. Bumper slides around, no contact. And we do not see a yellow. All the cars are back underway. The leaders trying to get back underway down the back straightaway. And some dust down there as Butler is going to try to hopefully not get lapped. He's not even going to make it. He's going to go on down to the leaders. Glenn Shuri and Standifer as Butler goes a lap down. And here's the 70 car of Bob Wallace. He managed to stay on the lead lap. And now Tim Standifer trying to move up on Glenn Shuri. There's the lead car, that 89 Buick Regal. Car number 73, Tim Phillips. Also the 71 car, Mark Murray, is back on the racetrack. He will be a few laps down. As the leaders come down to the 9, right into number 9. And the leaders now in traffic. Phillips gets around Murray. Standifer will use some traffic. He may be able to get around Murray. 3 abreast in turn 3 and 4. And Tim Standifer picks up second place. I believe the 16 car of Rusty Olson goes sliding into the infield. We can't even see him because of the dust. And we're not sure what brought that all about. The yellow flag is out. And we saw Murray just slide right across into the path of the 16 car. And Murray's car, there may have been something breaking on that car. Really hard to figure out. He just plain got out of shape and went right to the infield. And the yellow coming out on lap number 10. Sean Andrews in the 23 car back in competition. He will be laps down. And obviously something going wrong on the 71 car. Otherwise, you would think you would have been able to get back into action. The car sliding through the grass. Don't think he made any contact with that Phillips. Actually, Phillips, though, had, I think, second fast time here. So he's no slouch here with the 55 car of Standifer setting that track record. And down to turn 4. Here we go. There's the green. And Phillips in the Buick Regal will try to hold back the Ford T-Bird. Immediately, Standifer gets on the inside. And Tim Standifer picks up the lead here in lap number 11. If that car is hooked up as well as it was earlier tonight, will start to lengthen out that lead. Olson in the 16 car trying to pick up on the rest of the field now. I believe that the 16 car may be a lap down. That's It's unofficial. And yeah, that is the indication at this point. The 16 car is a lap down after that melee in the infield with the 71 car. Standifer starting to lengthen out his lead down the back straightaway. Phyllis very comfortably in second place. Denchury and McCracken now in fourth. Tucker would be your fifth place car with the last car of Olsen and Wade. And we're halfway there, 15 laps to race. And down the back straightaway. Competition happening as those cars through turn 3 and 4. And the 16 car of Rusty Olson, he'd like to unlap himself with some of these cars out here. Watch that T-Bird of Tim Standifer. He is just running so smooth. I just don't think there's any way anybody's going to catch him unless he has a major problem. Although Tim Phillips seems to be staying pretty well with it, losing ground slowly, but really having a major problem. As Shirley goes around the outside of the Sean Andrews car. Sean going a lap down. He's several laps down after being in the pit area. And the battle now is Olsen trying to unlap himself from the third place car of Tim, or fourth place car of Tim McCracken. Number 19. Your leader, Tim Standifer, in the Coors Light Silver Bullet. He'll be working on some more traffic as he starts lap number 20.
Yeah, you got the power taken.
And now Olsen uses a little traffic to try and unlap himself from some of these other cars. And now Standifer goes to the inside. Camaro and easily gets by Bob. There's your second place car, the Buick Regal, Tim Phillips, then Clint Shirley in the Camaro. Fourth place still held by the 28 car, the Camaro, Tim McCracken, then Tucker. And then I think it might be the 70 car of Bob Wallace. I'm not sure he is on the lead lap though. Lap number 22 underway. The leader, Standifer, has himself in the T-Bird, although he's going to have to do a little work on Sean Andrews as he comes out of turn 4. He's starting to settle down. Standifer had some mechanical problems in our main event 2 weeks ago. I don't believe he finished the main event after setting another track record earlier in qualifying. So he'd like to put the Coors Light Bullet in the winner's circle, and he may be able to do that. Some dramatic changes. And now Phyllis caught behind some lap cars. Let's watch him work the traffic. He gets around Wallace, squeezes to the inside of Andrews. Now, Tim Standifer is going to try and put a lap on what I think is about the fourth place car. Fifth place car, Connie Tucker. Tucker may get a little bit of a challenge. And Standifer takes it to the outside. Place car also kind of caught in traffic with Wallace on the outside and Andrews right in front of him. Landon said, hey, I really would like to get around you guys. Maybe you give me a little running room. Okay, now look at all those guys all tied up. Olsen trying to unlap himself. He tries to squeeze by on the inside. Lap traffic becomes a factor toward the latter part of this race. And Standifer now gets around McCracken. McCracken with do it. And there's your leader. Tim Standifer very easily working his way through traffic. Second place car crossing the line, Tim Phillips in the Buick Regal. Third place car is the 11 car of Glenn Shuley. Then fourth place on the lead goes all the way back to the 28 car of Tim McCracken. That's unofficial. Standifer now down the back straightaway. He will be looking for the white flag and 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go will be the line. Standifer looking for his first win of 1989. And there's your second Willis in the 73 car. Then back to 11th, Glenn Shuri, as they all get the white flag. Leader is through turn 4 right now. Here he comes. Checkered flag. Tim Campbell. And the rest of the field coming by. Second place to Willis in the 73 car. Unofficially, Shuri would be third, and I'm going to take a wild guess that maybe the 28 car of Tim McCracken would be fourth, but that is strictly unofficial. Tim picking up some main events, and of course the 88 track championship. And our track side there, drivers with the fire suits, safety suits if you will, racing seats and harnesses, helmets. They may not be quite as fast, but they're putting on a pretty good show here tonight. They do those darting around here and there. 12 laps of racing, our mini stock main event, and already we may have a problem here. Looks like the 8 car, Murray Armstrong, he had some problems earlier tonight. The thing just didn't want to run, and that may be the problem again. And while you take off a little time from the racetrack, our beautiful Coastal Auto Mart Trans Am, the pace car. So one more time around, Tim McEwen says, let's bunch them up a little bit here and get ready to go racing. Now, as you take a look at the cars, we mentioned inverted starts. However, Doug Pulver will be starting in front of the 5 car, Gary Standifer. We're guessing that Gary may have said, listen, go ahead and start in front of me. I'm new at this. My car is slower. I don't want to get in your way because I'm just learning my way around here. So Standifer will hang back there and just kind of watch how things develop in front of him. And they're starting to get on the gas at him. 3 and 4. Here they come, and there's the green. And very quickly trying to get that inside line. Randy Dean in the 3 car in the Ford Pinto with the 52 car, Ray Middleton, the blue car, right behind it. And the other Middleton brother, Bill, in the 29 car, and then comes the open back and Doug Pulver. 12 laps of racing. Randy Dean in the Ford Pinto raced street stocks out here and spent some time on the dirt. He would very much like to win a main event. I don't believe he has ever won a main event in competition, either on the dirt track or the asphalt. So he'd like to do it here in this mini stock event. I mentioned earlier that these cars do run a stock exhaust system as well. So you can see they don't have quite the sound of your other division of race cars. And Doug Pulver says, okay, now it's time to get to work on these guys. Look out, the Middleton car going way high. Ray Middleton in the 29 car just pushing it a little heavy, and Doug says, I think I'll try the inside line. That seems to be the place to be, as Doug Pulver picks up 3rd place now as we're into lap number 4. These guys turning laps at about 21 to 22 seconds. Top speed of these cars, I would guess these cars are probably hitting about 60 miles an hour, maybe on the back straightaway. They may not look that quick. You have to remember, our Superstock cars are approaching 100 miles an hour at times. That is fast. These guys probably hit maybe 60 miles an hour, 50, 60 miles an hour on the back straightaway. Just about freeway speeds. And Doug Pulver says, well, you know, I got some time left here, but I'm going to have to try and work on these guys. He's going to look on the inside of the 52 car as Randy Dean gets around Standifer. Now Doug Pulver pulls into 2nd place. He's got plenty of racing time left. We are right now halfway through this 12-lap event. Dean in the 3 car. By the way, he runs number 3 because Dale Earnhardt is his hero, so I don't know what that means. But now Doug Pulver says, okay, let's see if I can make the magic on this car. Around the American-made car. Pulver running the only foreign-made car, in fact, the only non-Pinto in this class at the moment. We did have that Toyota on the racetrack earlier before Maury Armstrong had a problem, and see, still Dean sees him probably now and says, hey, I want to try and keep this inside line. You got to work for it. Takes to make Doug work for it here. Doug saying, well, wait a minute. I've been winning everything. Don't I get to win this one? I got to work for it. Okay, now Doug says, I'll try the inside, and Dean shuts him off. If you're the leader of the race and you've got a faster car behind you, just use up the racetrack if you can do it. That's nothing wrong with that. You've got the right to take whatever line you like, and Doug's going to have to work for this one. As we're into lap number 10, we will have 2 laps to go, and once again, Dean takes him right up to the line. And Doug Pulver says, now wait a minute here, I'm going to make a move eventually. And Dean does not have the cornering speed, and Pulver slips by on the inside, Dean on the outside. Tony Armstrong trying to get back into this one. We'll see the white flag. It's going to be a drag race. 1 lap to go. And Pulver definitely in the lead. Dean right behind him. Dean does not appear to have the horsepower to make a move here in this closing lap. Third place car is the 52 car of Ray Middleton. It's on Bill Middleton at the line. Doug Pulver, Randy Dean, Ray Middleton, Bill Middleton. And making it back on the racetrack, finishing up this event anyway. Maury Armstrong in the 8 car and the 5 car of Why do I have a sneaking suspicion that maybe the Pulver family is going to have a yard sale for some of these trophies in the weeks to come if they don't have enough room on the mantle? Use it for a doorstop or something? My goodness. Takes about six trophies in 2 nights of racing. Not a bad deal, really. The 11, Bill O'Neill in the Trans Am. The 17 car, the REO Construction Camaro. Number 17, Randy Olson. Car number 4, the Rosewood Body Shop. George Peterson and Associates sponsored car, the Open Competition car. Dennis Sheehan. And car number 48. He's going to try and win actually 3 main events in a row. He won the final event of 88, and he won 2 weeks ago. Car number 48. The Rick Harper chassis, the Rick Harper prepared Camaro from Ferndale, Jim Walker. Walker with fast time tonight, inverted start. Sheehy with second fast time. And we'll get him set up and get him ready to roll. I believe all the cars that made the total of the racetrack, with the exception of Mark Baldwin's car, will run this main event. Mark unable to qualify after having motor problems. Tentatively, we are looking at a 40-lap main event here as we go down the back straightaway. And let's watch it 2 by 2 as Martin will lead him around through 3 and 4. As we take a look at it. One more time around. We'll get set to go. And these cars, as we mentioned, approach about 90 to 100 miles an hour on that back straightaway. That is really quick. Get around this track in just over 15 seconds. Think about it. You've got to be awfully quick. Marking on the inside. We're filling up the outside. Back to the line. There's the green. And right Troy of Trinidad, California. Bob Parkin out in front. A quick shuffle. Everybody trying to move quickly to the front as Raleigh Mike Jr. picks up the lead. Bill O'Neill tries to follow it through. Olsen on the outside. Very quickly to pass. Wally Martin Jr. leads him through. Bill O'Neill trying to keep his Pontiac Trans Am in front of the Camaro. Olsen. Dennis Sheehy in the open competition. Pontiac. Ahead of Morgan. And also Jim Walker moving up quickly into 5th place now. You see once again the sparks flying from these cars. Nothing to get too worried about. Their chassis will actually bottom out on the racetrack occasionally. And lap number 4 around the world. And Wally Barnes Jr. knows he's got some fast qualifiers behind him. He'd like to just get as much distance as he possibly can between himself and the rest of the field. And the Olsen using up as much racetrack as he can. Walker now challenging Sheehy. Remember, Sheehy runs with a little heavier weight with that open competition car. Walker willing to back off. place is really the factor now. And Larkin in the 00 car has a trouble taking the end. And depending on where that car stops, we may see a yellow. Let's see how things shake down here. At the moment, our officials say, well, we'll go ahead and keep them running. Starting to see what here we go with the yellow. And it looks like Marcus may not have pulled far into the infield. That car shutting down. Didn't see it make any contact with anybody. Although it looked like maybe O'Neill and Shahey were starting to play a little bit of bumper tag there, getting a little anxious on each other. And a tough break for Bob in the 00 car. Starting up front, the car has been running actually fairly well. Bob and Valerie through this weekend yet. Double checking here. Well, they're going to stop somebody, I guess. I think they're going to check with some of the drivers and see if they can see okay. Because some of the moisture may be collecting on these windshields. They have the option of running a full glass windshield, I believe, or a Lexan windshield. Another item that they are reporting are checking is checking for eye protection. One of the rules mandates that you do have to run either goggles or a visor. Some of these guys don't like to run with anything like that. Making sure everybody's abiding by the safety rules. And Tim McEwen says, okay, let's go racing. This is where you see some action as they try to jump start everybody. They start to get on the gas right about now. Everybody's nudging up there. There's the green back underway. Junior leads it through. Turn 1 and 2. Starting to look out. Olsen in trouble. And Shahey gives him a bump. And let's see how they handle it when Olsen's back underway. And the warning sign going off the Dennis Shahey in the 4 car. Those cars all bunched up. Olsen back underway. Warning flag is not a penalty. It just means that you have been warned that you may be doing something wrong. Picks up third place with that activity, and now Walker challenges very quickly, goes to third. Shahey's kind of slowing down a little bit there, but slowing the gas down. Walker in third, Shahey in fourth, Robbie Hansen fifth place, everybody on the lead lap. And Randy Olsen in the 17 car has a long ways to go to catch up with the leaders, but we still have 25 laps to go. Main event slated for 25 laps. And Walker gets a little high over there in turn number 1. You don't see that too often. He may just be feeling out different racing lines, trying to get ready to take it down. Trying to find out if the car will work high if he needs to go there. He tries to make a pass. And Wally Martin Jr. so far has done just a masterful job of keeping the competition behind it. A former open wheel track champion here on the dirt back a few years ago. A lot of racing experience, also raced motorcycles as well prior to that. And now Walker challenging a long time rolling wheel. Bill O'Neill. Walker gets high. Shahey goes back to third. Jim Walker has got his work cut out for him. He's still got a long lap to go, but it's going to be a tough one. Shahey running a little bit heavier car. Sometimes the handling will start to lose those cars. The heavier open competition cars as the laps wind down. We'll see if that's a factor or not tonight. And Shahey nudge that Pontiac on the inside of O'Neill's car. Wally Martin Jr. using this opportunity to try and lengthen out that lead. And Olsen in the 17 car really not gaining much ground on the front runners after that problem. Okay, lap number 22 underway. And we're more than halfway in. this second main event of 1989. Wally in the Ford City Camaro, holding back the rest of the crowd. And Bill O'Neill trying to use as much racetrack as possible. Sheehy now has the inside line. Let's see how it happens in third three. Dennis Sheehy picks up second place. Dennis Sheehy picked up a main event win here. Always a possibility he could do the trick tonight. Really picking up the pace quickly on Wally Martin Jr. He may challenge him within the next lap. As Walker a problem on the 25 car. Marcelli will try to his car definitely experiencing problems. The rest of the leaders coming up on. Sheehy may be in traffic. Wally holds him off. Walker on the outside. And Marcelli just trying to get out of everybody's way. His car is really coasting to a stop. He's going to try and stay out of the way. Maybe an ignition problem on the Marcelli car. He's trying to look for some clear running room to get into the pit area. Here comes the leader. Wally Martin Jr. Dennis Sheehy. Walker, Marcelli gets off the racetrack. And Sheehy just driving the wheels off of that Pontiac. You can see the fast bottoming out. He is running that car for all his worth. And Walker waits in third place, trying to see if anybody is in front of him. Lap number 29. Still plenty of racing time. Wally just got high in turn one, spun by himself, and now Sheehy leads the race with a green. And now the veteran driver, Dennis Sheehy, in the open competition Pontiac. He's got Jim Walker in a special Harbor chassis and a tour car right behind him. Bill O'Neill hanging on for fourth place, and Andy Olson in the 17 car has made his way back up to fourth. All these cars, I believe, are on the lead lap at the moment. Dennis Sheehy, Jim Walker, Bill O'Neill, Robbie Henson, and your former leader, the 24 car, Wally Martin Jr. Let's see how Sheehy handles traffic. Okay, Wally goes to the outside. Wilson's coming through. As we mentioned, it's been a long time since Sheehy was in the leadership. Now you see the battle as Bill O'Neill is trying to keep Randy Olson behind him, and he can't do it. And Olson now into third place. Remember, Wally Martin Jr. is a lap down the leader, so Olson in the 17 car now into third place. Lap number 34, and right about now is when Jim Walker should start to try and make a move. He's got 6 laps of racing right now, but he needs to tighten up on the 4 car if he's going to have an opportunity to make a pass. And Sheehy would very much like to get into the race before he's actually qualified. That car has been crashed here a few times. He had second fast qualifying points, so there's no doubt that he's got the handling and the power to win this race. And let's see how he handles the 71 car approaching traffic. Outside, and gives him just enough racing room. Boy, Robbie Henson said, look out. Sheehy just flew by him in turn one. Walker gets by him. And now there are 2 lap cars between Walker and the third place car, Randy Olson. Jim Walker says, well, maybe I don't have the handle tonight. We mentioned sometimes the weight becomes a major disadvantage in these heavier open competition cars. Down, but it sure hasn't been the case for the 4 cars of Dennis Sheehy. And if this happens, I believe this will be the first non-tour car to win a main event here at Redwood Raceway. 1 lap to go. Dennis Sheehy, Jim Walker, Randy Olson, and Bill O'Neill. There's your top cars. He's down the left straightaway. He worked hard for it. Through turns 1 and 2. Let's see how he does. Jackson and Wally Martin Jr. were a lap down in the leaders. A real hard-fought battle for the veteran driver from Eureka. He's raced on the dirt here past years, done a lot of asphalt racing the last couple of years, and this is the first time he has been in the winner's circle here at Redwood Acres in a long, long time in a main event. We'd like to thank our friends at Angelo's Pizza for sponsoring this Angelo's 100. Angelo's, Eureka, Arcata, Fortuna. Bobby Swanson, our